Level Up Show. Welcome, guys, to another episode of Level Up Direct, the offshoot of the Level Up Show, where we talk with you guys for an hour and a half, or actually even longer than that this week. I got online a little early today, about 15 minutes early, so we get an extra 15 minutes for the show. It's all about talking with you guys through Skype. That's why the banner is up. I will start Skype officially in a few minutes so you guys can call in, but the ID is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds, and we can talk about anything gaming related. There's been some news this week, and there's obviously a lot of news from last week to still discuss, considering that PlayStation Experience and the Game Awards both happened after the last Level Up Direct. So we can talk about Street Fighter exclusivity, we can talk about the Final Fantasy VII Troll, we could talk about any of the big games that were announced at PlayStation Experience. We can talk about the Uncharted 4 gameplay premiere, which was unbelievable, mind-blowing in my opinion. The Order is changing minds now. That's starting to really turn around and looking pretty great. That comes out in February. We know that The Witcher has been delayed until May now. A few other things as well. There's a lot of news this week to discuss. So let's get it going. If you guys don't know, I'm Andrew, part of the Level Up Show. We might have Mike stop in at some point tonight in the chat room. He will be Level Up Show Mike. So I'm going to turn off the poll for now so you guys can see. But if you guys want to follow us, it's very easy to do. All you got to do is hit the little heart button if you're watching live from PlayStation, or if you're at twitch.tv/levelupshow, you can heart us or subscribe there. Also easy to do. If you do that, you will get notifications whenever the Level Up Show goes live, which is every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and we have a new t-shirt shop now that you can visit at thelevelupshow.spreadshirt.com. We've got men's shirts, we've got women's shirts in all different sizes and colors, so check that out if you really like our logo and stuff. Maybe purchase one. We'll be making more t-shirts as time goes on with more creative designs. And then finally, if you want to add me on PSN, I am Drew M1788 and Mike is Noob Guru. Anybody who follows or does any of those different things, we will give you a shout out, especially if you follow on Twitch. We will get notified with a little one-up sound and I will shout out your name. Let's go to the chat room first before starting up Skype. Welcome to Hood. Declonius, I got your vote of no. It was recorded. The Crazy Leg is getting his ass kicked in Far Cry. Dreadhead is past his bedtime, but welcome, man. Thanks for coming in. Loner Drew today. That's right, Frosty. It's always just me on Thursdays, guys, but we have the full cast of 4 people here on Sunday nights. Mike is still raging the raid. I didn't know that. Okay. All right, so let's get Skype up and running so you guys can call in. There you go. Skype should be live. There you go. So go ahead, guys. Feel free to call in at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. If nobody calls in, I will try to fill that time by reading off the comments. We can also play some trailers in the meantime as well, so I'll get that going. Need a Level Up theme for Thursday, different from the main Sunday one. That's right. This is more about talking with you guys. On our Sunday shows, we're very, very busy delivering all the news and doing Topic of the Week and Wild Game Appears and all those crazy segments, including the new one, The Level Up Show Has No Game. So that's why we do the Thursday shows, so that we can more be in touch with the community. It's enjoyable for us to actually speak with you guys, especially on Skype. It's a lot of fun. Thank you, Puss, for posting the store. So what do you guys want to talk about this week? There's been a lot of news in the past week to talk about, so let me know. This is a very weird looking game, but I can't remember who it was. I think it's Robert, who watches our show, really enjoys this game, so that's why it's in here. Comments are moving slow suddenly. I hope nothing happened. Am I missing something? There we go, here's a call from Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, welcome to the Level Up Show, man.
Alright.
How's it going?
Hey, what's up, Drew? I just want to say, I think this is like my 4th or 5th episode again in a row. So, like, you know, I'm staying.
Nice.
And since, like, PlayStation and Spirit, what?
Thank you for watching, man, for coming back and sticking with us.
Yeah. Man, I want to support all this. And, okay, so, since the PlayStation Experience, I think it was, they show the Uncharted 4 gameplay.
Yeah, that's right.
From all the 3 other Uncharted, which one do you say is your favorite? Or
I think it's definitely between 2 and 3. I think 2 sticks with you a little bit more because it was such an upgrade over the first game, and then 3, visually it was a little bit of an upgrade. It had more impressive set pieces, but the difference between 1 and 2 made it so that Among Thieves was just kind of insane. That's why it won so many Game of the Year awards. I mean, that year it had like a 96 on Metacritic, and Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception, couldn't really match that. It had like a 92 on Metacritic, which is actually, it's unbelievable. It's a great score, but I don't think it was quite as impressive a development from the previous iteration. So those are my 2 favorites. I would probably say Among Thieves is just a little bit higher for me, and then after that would probably be the very first Uncharted, and then Golden Abyss. But that doesn't mean Golden Abyss is bad. I really enjoyed Golden Abyss. I thought it was excellent. It just doesn't have, the impressive set pieces that you see in the other ones.
I would agree, number 2, it's your favorite because, I played all of them.
Yeah.
All 3. And, I would say, the 3rd one would be my last one because, I really didn't... They had puzzles in, I really like the puzzles. I think the puzzles were too easy.
Yeah.
And, I think the Naughty Dog could have done, harder puzzles. And, the story was awesome. It's just the problem with me was, the puzzles and all that.
Yeah. No, I can see what you mean. And they were a little few and far between in the 3rd one. The set pieces kind of took over in the 3rd game. And that's because when they created the 3rd one, they actually designed the set pieces first, and then they moved on to actually writing the story around the set pieces, which I think is kind of backwards. I don't think they should do it that way, and I hope they're not doing it that way with the 4th one. But we'll have to wait and see. I don't think it will be that case because Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley, the guys that did The Last of Us, I feel like they're more like storytellers than anything else. I feel like they really want to deliver this awesome story and cinematic experience. So I feel like the story is going to be great in this one.
And so you talking about The Last of Us. I just finished The Last of Us on my PS4 remastered. Dude, it was just beautiful. I love the games. Last of Us is like a game you want to play over and over and over. At the end, I literally started crying.
Yeah, dude, same here. I think the scene that actually got me the most emotional was probably the giraffe scene, but I also really enjoyed the scene where Ellie and Joel have the exchange in the bedroom, and he tells Ellie that he's not her dad. And,
and all that.
That's a very emotional scene as well. I mean, the voice acting in the game is what does it. It's just everything is delivered so well, and that's what really makes the impact. There's a lot of other games that have great stories and great writing, but you're not going to really be able to touch people unless it's delivered in the right way.
Yeah. And one more.
Sure, go ahead.
What are you really most excited for Uncharted 4?
I'm really excited. After seeing the gameplay, I'm most excited for how dynamic it seems and how many new ways of traversal you have, and the way that the level seems so much more open than what you saw in 2 and 3. The way he's traversing the environment and hiding and doing stealth kills, it really implies that you're going to be able to tackle every environment in a different way in this one, to the point where you don't have to actually kill everybody. 2 and 3 and 1 and all those ones, you had to kill everybody in the arena before you could actually move on. This one, you're going to actually be able to leave an area through stealth and maybe not do mass murder Drake and try and do stealth Drake instead.
Yeah. And the thing I'm really most excited is the story, because at the end it showed Nathan's brother.
Yeah.
And do you think he kind of acts like Sully? Maybe because remember and I think it was an old trailer, Sully was in there, and then it was a last and it's called the Thief's End. Maybe it's actually Sully's end, and it's Nathan's still going with his thing of stealing and all that.
It's possible. I mean, we heard Sully in the very first reveal trailer as the one that needed to be brought back. Drake was asking him, I think one last time, I'm pretty sure, to get back in the game. Or was it Sully? I think Sully was asking Drake to come back into the game one last time. So maybe Sully is in need of something. But the brother, I'm not sure I trust him, but I do kind of see the similarities between him physically with Sully. There's there's definitely like a little bit of an appearance thing going on there. I don't know if that's intentional, but Troy Baker is voicing the brother, which is also unbelievable. We got two amazing voice actors in this one with Nolan North and Troy Baker. So there's a lot of reasons to be excited for Uncharted 4.
All right, next. Thanks.
All right, see you later, man.
You too.
All right, awesome. Thanks for the great call, man. Back to the chat room. Crazy Legs was talking about Final Fantasy VII, saying that I was so excited for it to come to 4, and then I found that it wasn't a remake, which just, oh man, you guys can see it on YouTube. I recorded that moment, and like it's like the highest high down to the lowest low. It's just I was so excited. I was so on high when I saw that logo come on screen, and then the moment that the old footage started and it wasn't transforming into new next generation graphics, I knew in my face. You can see it start to drop. I'm so upset over that moment, but there's still some hope actually for a Final Fantasy VII remake. I'm not going to go into it right now, but watch Sunday's show. We're going to talk about it. There's an insider on NeoGAF that is giving some hope of it still being in development, so that's great news. Also, we got Dark Destroyer saying The Last of Us is great. It is. I was just playing it yesterday. Love that game so much. Let's take this call from Jeffrey. If we can get through. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Jeffrey, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. What's up, man? What do you want to talk about?
Not much. Sorry, I'm a little nervous right now.
All I see is Hershey Kisses right now.
Yeah, don't they look good?
They look excellent.
And then we got an Nathaniel on.
All right, so what do you want to talk about gaming-wise, man?
I want to talk about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I get really emotional when somebody shoots me. And I just really don't understand why.
You get emotional when somebody shoots you?
Yes.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be playing online.
Yeah, that's true, too. So what do you think about the zombies in the Advanced Warfare? You think they're really going to add them, or...?
Well, they kind of did add them, as far as I know. I haven't played Advanced Warfare. Our co-host Mike has played it. But I'm pretty sure zombies have been in from the very beginning. They might need to be unlocked in the game. You might need to do something to unlock them. But zombies are in there, so... yeah.
Okay, what was I going to say? Oh, do you think they're going to make a Black Ops 3? Or, like, Black Cops 3?
Alright, Black Ops 3 maybe, but not the other one. But see you later. Alrighty, back to the show. Stay Home Gamer was right. He was a troll. Somewhat Gamer, welcome in. Drew Master. Miss Amanda's here. Welcome, Miss Amanda. Miss Amanda, I just called you. Let's acknowledge those Twitch hearts. We're already above 50 in the room. Thanks so much for coming in, guys. This is the Level Up Show. It's a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday. We got 2 hearts so far, a Megamation, and also Hood, who is calling in right now, so let's take this call. But feel free to add us on Twitch, guys, by clicking the heart button live from PlayStation, or you can also add us on twitch.tv/levelupshow so that you get notifications when we go live. Hey, Connor, how you doing, man? Hey, Connor, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Your mic's not working. Nah, still not hearing you, man. I see you, but I don't hear you. Make sure you push your mic in all the way. It might be kind of a little bit out, possibly. There we go. I hear you a little bit now. A little better. Oh, and then I lost you again. I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, Connor. Maybe list your question in the chat room, man. I'll try and acknowledge it. See you later. Sorry about that, Connor. Punisher, welcome, man. You can add an R if you like, Miss Amanda. This is obviously the Chemical Infiltration Batman Arkham Knight trailer. The third one was at the PlayStation Experience, although I still think the very first part of the Chemical Infiltration is the best one by far. So guys, we've had 2 calls so far. Unfortunately, I couldn't really get a hold of Connor, but Skype is live. You're welcome to call in and talk about anything gaming related at the Level Up Show. It's right there on the banner. Call in right now. Or list your question in the chat room, as Hood did. He asked, what is your thoughts on Street Fighter V and 4 coming to PS4? I think it sucks that it was leaked early, first of all. That was the Megaton announcement of the conference, I would say. Even if you're not into Street Fighter, that is big news, that an iconic fighter like that is being exclusive to PlayStation. And it seems like it's going to be 100% exclusive. It's not just timed exclusive. It's never going to come to Xbox One. It is coming to PC. So I think, here's the thing. We're going to be talking about exclusivity a lot this weekend and our opinions on it and what it means. I think this is okay. And the reason this type of exclusivity is okay is because what they're implying is that the only reason that it's coming to PS4 is because Sony helped co-develop it. This game never would have been made, is what it seems, if Sony didn't help out. So that's the reason I think it's okay. Rise of the Tomb Raider, on the other hand, that seems like Crystal Dynamics being paid just not to put it on PS4. I don't like that. Hey, Jose, how you doing, man?
What's up, Drew?
Welcome back to the show.
I'm just glad to be here.
What do you want to talk about tonight, man?
I know this is kind of centered around PlayStation experience, but I want to go a bit off topic and talk about the Lizard Squad.
Yeah, Lizard Squad. Yeah, they're causing issues again.
Yeah. Do you think that they're for real, that they're going to take down Xbox Live forever on Christmas Day?
I don't know. The thing is, that's a big deal. I mean, if that happens, they need to be worried because everybody celebrates Christmas. Like, I don't mean literally everybody, but hackers. There's a lot of people that celebrate Christmas. So if Lizard Squad takes down Xbox Live on Christmas Day, they better be concerned about themselves because they're going to be attacked hard if that happens. Like, to this point, I feel like nobody's really going after them that hard. Even the FBI doesn't seem to be really going after them, and hackers aren't really going after them. But if they accomplish a Christmas Day takedown, yeah, they're going to be the target of a lot of people.
I mean, is it possible to take down something that big forever?
Forever? I don't think forever. They might take it down temporarily on Christmas Day. They've already done some work on Xbox Live, not as well as they've done on PlayStation. PlayStation doesn't have quite as many servers, which means they don't have as high of a defense against DDoS attacks as Xbox Live does. So for that reason, I feel like Microsoft is a little bit better, and they might be paying attention to this rumor and this news and really doubling up. It's not just Lizard Squad. It's just in general, got all these kids opening their presents on Christmas Day. They need to really double down on defense and add more servers and all those kind of things. So hopefully they can withstand it if it does happen.
I mean, do you think it's just, a troll, or do you think these guys should be prosecuted to the extent of the law?
I think they should be prosecuted, for sure. I mean, it's not just hacking that they're doing or DDoSing. They're also threatening people. They did the whole bomb threat on the airplane with Scott Rhodey. I mean, all that kind of stuff, definitely. They should be prosecuted for it. I hope that every single one of them is found.
I mean, I've heard rumors that they're also being supported by ISIS, or they're supporters of ISIS. I mean, does that worry you, I guess?
I mean, I try not to focus on it too much. And to be honest with you, I try not to even focus it on the show. And I'm not getting against you for talking about it, but I feel like even just talking about it makes you a target. And that's the concern that I have. I have no idea. I mean, if they're in any relation to ISIS, I hope not. That makes it even scarier, for sure. I just hope that they're found. I hope they're found as soon as possible. We've been having DDoS attacks recently. We were taken down the last 2 or 3 weeks. We keep having the show taken down for 5 to 10 minutes, and it sucks. It disrupts things. And I mean, we're not doing anything wrong. We're not trolling. We're not being offensive to our fans in any way or to our viewers. So I really wouldn't understand in any way why we would be the target of a DDoS, but it happens.
And to kind of switch gears a little bit about PlayStation experience, I know this probably wasn't talked about, but do you think there'll be a Borderlands 3 on the next gen?
Yeah, I do. I would imagine there will be a Borderlands at some point. It does very well. Even Tales from the Borderlands is doing pretty well, especially critically. So I feel like there's enough behind that name for them to bring it to the next gen and sell pretty well, especially if they don't go nuts with the graphics. I mean, that cel-shaded style could be adapted to the next gen pretty easily without going with an enormous budget. So I feel like it would do very well for them. Definitely. So yeah, I would say look forward to it. I think it'll come in the next year or two.
No, I didn't see anything about Uncharted 4. I mean, I haven't played an Uncharted game since the first one, so do you have to play 2 and 3 in order to understand what 4 is about?
I wouldn't
From
say
what
you
you've seen?
need to play 2 and 3. I feel like this one's going to kind of refresh the story a little bit. You're going to be missing out on the characters and their background and their history and their relationship, but each Uncharted kind of has its own quest. And I feel like they're all enjoyable in their own way without having to play the other ones. But if you want to have the maximum enjoyment, I would recommend playing 1, 2, and 3. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Naughty Dog does release an Uncharted collection later this year or later next year to coincide with Uncharted 4 coming to next gen.
And I guess kind of one more tangent. I mean, do you think that these like collections, like HD remakes, are they good or are they bad for the industry?
It depends on the resources being allocated to them. Like if Naughty Dog can put a small little team on this, maybe their multiplayer team on this, and get this port over to PS4 in a month or two without losing a lot of people, I think it's all good because there's a lot of people that didn't play Uncharted because they played Xbox 360 instead last generation. I think it's good to get those guys over to the Uncharted series on PS4. So for that reason, I think it's worth it. There's certain times it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, I don't know how many people played Sleeping Dogs, remaster, or if this Resident Evil remaster of a remaster makes sense. Those are a little bit odd every now and then, but I don't think they're all bad or all good. I think it just depends.
Like they're remastering an already remastered edition. I mean, I don't understand how that makes any sense.
No, that's a little bizarre. I will admit that one is a little weird. So it depends, and obviously, if you've never played it before and you never had a PS3, you're going to be like, hell yeah, I'm okay with a remaster. But if you've played it and you'd rather Naughty Dog be 100% focusing on Uncharted 4, then you're going to think, I wish they weren't doing it. So it just depends on, it depends on who you are and which games you played.
Right, now in my situation, I played the first one, so would it be beneficial to have a remake?
A remake of the first Uncharted?
Of all three of them.
1080p 60 frames per second, I might even be tempted to replay them, even though I've already played them all twice. So I don't know if that makes me a bad person, but I don't know. I don't think it's bad. I really don't. I think it's okay, and for some people, and great for other people.
All right. Well, thanks, Drew, and game on.
All right. See you later, man. All righty. Back to the chat room for now. Thanks for calling in, Jose. We're up to, we were at 83. Thanks for coming in, guys. This is the Level Up Show, gaming dedicated talk show. We're live on Skype, and you're free to call in. We've gotten a few hearts on Twitch. Here are our latest hearts on Twitch from Mangamation, Hood6543, Diego, Hid Valley, I think is what it is, and then Drake Man. For some reason, it ignores your follow. I'm not sure why, but thanks for following, man. Let's take this call from Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie, welcome to the Level Up Show.
Oh my god, this ain't 911? Oh my god.
So this is PlayStation Experience here. We had it last weekend, and Ono, of course, announced Street Fighter V exclusive to the PlayStation 4. Somewhat Gamer says, Anonymous said they were going to take down Lizard Squad if they try to take down Xbox or PS4. Look at Video Go Anonymous. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, if they take down it on Christmas, there's going to be a lot of people attacking them, a lot of hackers going after them. So they need to be careful themselves. So thanks for another Twitch heart. This one from Mike81794. Anonymous also hacked PSN once. That is true. That was the big PSN down of, God, what was that, like 2011? Where it was down for like a month or two. Hood says, at PSN Experience, was there anything about Mortal Kombat 10? I don't think there was, actually. I didn't see anything on Mortal Kombat 10. Gravy Biscuit says he platinumed Uncharted Drake's Fortune yesterday. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I platinumed 1, 2, and 3, but did not platinum Golden Abyss. I would like to someday, but I haven't yet. Jord, welcome, man. And also Kwanzi V, welcome. Pro Gamer Len wants to talk about Fallout 4. I think it'll be announced next year, but I don't think it will come out next year. I think that'll probably be a 2016 release. Let's take this call from Corey. Hey, Corey, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, what's up?
Not a lot. What do you want to talk about?
You gonna be getting No Man's Sky?
I will 100% be getting No Man's Sky. I'm insanely excited about that game. Every time I see it, it looks like it's going to live up to the hype.
Definitely.
You're going to get it as well?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Now, what are you most excited for in No Man's Sky? Like, what is the gameplay innovation or the feature that you're most looking forward to?
Pretty much just about all of it.
Traveling the universe, trying to make it to the
Yeah.
center of the galaxy,
Yeah.
finding new animals and minerals and elements and all
Yeah,
that
pretty
stuff.
much. Pretty much just looking for everything.
It looks endless. It's unbelievable how much you can do in that game. I mean, PlayStation Experience really demonstrated how enormous the galaxy is when they backed out, and you really saw that you could actually warp from point to point. That's how big it is. So I'm really curious what's going to be at the center of the galaxy. I'm assuming it's probably going to be something to do with the logo. Corey, you still there? I think he left. Hey, Corey, welcome back.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know. I got disconnected.
Yeah, but I was saying I'm wondering what's going to be at the center of the galaxy, and I'm wondering if it's going to deal with the logo. You know, that kind of diamond-shaped logo?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what's going to be at the center of the galaxy and what that means exactly. Yeah. But very excited, man. Definitely. I wonder when it's going to come out, because there's still no release date, and it still might be a long ways away, considering how ambitious it is and how small the team is.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if it doesn't come out till either next year or year after.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. Thanks for calling in.
I got a question for you.
Oh, yeah, sure, go ahead.
My mother's gonna go on your website for your shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you guys charge for the colors too, or no?
No, you can change it to any color you want. The default color is the one that we chose. It doesn't affect the price in any way if you change the color or change the size. I'm pretty sure the price stays the same no matter what.
What do you mean default color?
The default color is the one that, if you buy it, you'll get the one shown. The one in the image, that color is the color that we chose.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that's the one that we chose. You can choose to go with that. I'd recommend going with the default color that we chose, but you're welcome to change the color as well.
All right, yeah, because she's going to look at your sweatshirt
Nice.
you guys have on there.
Nice. Thank you so much, man. It's good to get one. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's going to depend on what my check goes in.
Okay. Sounds good, man.
Okay. All right, cool.
See you later, Corey.
All right, later.
Corey was talking about our t-shirt shop. You guys can visit it as well at thelevelupshow.spreadshirt.com. It's right there on the banner. And we have many different men's and women's shirts in different sizes and different colors. So check that out. Maybe purchase one if you like it. And also thank you to all the Twitch charts. If you want to follow us, it's very easy to do. Just heart us live from PlayStation by clicking the little heart button, or you can go to twitch.tv/levelupshow and you can heart us there by clicking the follow button. That'll mean that you get notifications whenever the Level Up Show goes live. Let's take this call from Patrick. Hey, Patrick, welcome to the Level Up Show.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. What do you want to talk about?
All right, so I was listening. I just tuned in a few minutes ago, and they were all talking about the remastered collections and things of that nature.
Yes, we were. Yeah. What's your opinion on
Yeah. I think it's awesome. I really like how they redo the graphics, how they redo, the soundtracks. Game soundtracks have been increasingly better, in my opinion, since the evolution of electronic music and how far it's come. But I am a little disappointed about how the Kingdom Hearts 2.5 remix only came out on PlayStation 3. That was really disappointing because they have the next-gen console to port it to, and especially with the big Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out, it just kind of disappointed me a little bit.
Well, have a little bit of hope, actually, because Tetsuya Nomura was talking about 2.5 HD Remix and 1.5 coming to PS4 at the launch event. For 2.5, they asked him how he felt about it, and he said that they're not ruling anything out, and we just found out the Final Fantasy X and X-2 are coming to PS4. So I think that pretty much confirms almost that Kingdom Hearts 2.5 and 1.5 will eventually come to PS4. It depends on how long it's going to take them to port it. I think they would be foolish not to. It's going to sell enough copies on PS4 to warrant the port for sure, I would say. It's got to be really easy for them to bring it over at this point. So don't lose hope. I really do think it's going to come over at some point next year, I would bet.
Yeah, I really hope so. I mean, it would be a great way to build up hype, especially for the new one coming out, and even for Final Fantasy 15, putting out a classic to ramp up the newer, awesome version. Hopefully it's good. I kind of lost faith in the Final Fantasy series just because of the constant grinding, which, it stood up for its time, but now games move so fast,
I think 15 is definitely, it's more action-oriented, obviously, which I think will change things when it comes to the grind. And I think also the fact that it's more open world than any Final Fantasy we've seen in a long time will mean that you have a lot of diversions to take part in, a lot of side quests. So I think those kind of things are going to make it more up your alley this time around.
Yeah, that's great. And then one last thing. I was reading an article about how our generation, yours and mine, I mean, I'm 20 and, you look a little bit older, but I assume, Call of Duty, how that appealed to our audience, where now with No Man's Sky coming out and the kids of this generation migrating just straight toward Minecraft, how do you think games are projected to be in the future? Do you think it's going to be more build it yourself, creative Lego style, or do you think the Call of Duty series will actually morph into something different that can appeal to a younger audience?
It's always going to be ever changing. That's the thing, is each generation has something that they grew up on, and my generation, I feel like probably yours as well, kind of grew up on the first-person shooter and the advent of Xbox Live, and that's why multiplayer first-person shooters are such a big deal. But as you were saying, younger guys, like 7 to 13, stuff like that, they're growing up on Minecraft. So by the time they become our age, those are the guys that are going to become developers, all those kind of things, and you're going to see a lot more of that than the first-person shooter. You're going to see those start to dwindle, and you're going to see user-generated content taking off, like Little Big Planet. You're going to see a lot of build-it-yourself worlds. So I think that it all depends on what that generation is going to grow up with. That eventually is going to take over, and it's just going to continue that way. It's going to cycle through over and over, and you might even see some things loop back around eventually and become popular again. But I agree that the Minecraft style game is going to be the next big thing after Call of Duty and first-person shooters.
Yeah, definitely. I don't mean to keep you, but how Disney Infinity 2 released, I played the first one.
Yeah.
I'm older. I didn't necessarily enjoy it, but I feel like that was definitely a response to the Spyro, series
definitely.
And the building. But I don't feel like Disney hit it on the head, and I feel like that's kind of a shame because they have more resources than just the developers of the new Spyro games, and it was kind of disappointing.
I think it's partially premeditated. They could have released so much more all at once, but I think they're trickling out little by little because that's the cash cow. That's the way Activision is doing it. They want to gradually release new packs, whether it be Marvel or Star Wars. They'll have those eventually, I'm sure, and they're just going to gradually release those over time and improve their universe of Disney Universe or whatever it's called, Disney Infinity. And for that reason, I think it starts off kind of slow. And that's the problem I feel, is I never would want to get into that. And if I have kids someday, I hope they don't get into it because, oh man, like it's just going to be nonstop. It's going to be like Pokemon cards and stuff like that all over again, but more expensive.
Right, exactly. But the building yourself world, I feel like that's what they tried to incorporate with Disney Infinity, the first one, and it was really difficult to use, in my opinion, and I don't even know how a kid would be able to do it. And I haven't played the second one, but I'm really hoping that maybe they tried to refine it a little bit or something through patchwork.
Well, you know what? It's doing very well for them commercially, even if the people aren't enjoying it, it's definitely selling. So they're going to make a second one. They're probably going to make a third one. They'll keep the thing going, and hopefully it improves over time and it becomes more user-friendly.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't want to keep you. I love the show. It's
Thanks,
awesome. I heard about the T-shirts and hoodies, and I'll definitely drop by and try and grab one. Thanks, man.
All right. Thanks for calling in.
Yep.
See you later.
See you, man.
All right. Patrick, first-time caller, I'm pretty sure, and a great caller. So hopefully we hear from him some more. As he was saying, once again, T-shirts available at the levelupshirt.spreadshirt.com. It's got our logo on it, and we're going to be making more over time. We don't have any hoodies on there yet. He said hoodies. We don't have hoodies yet, but if people want hoodies, we'll definitely put it up on there. They'll be more expensive than a T-shirt, but if there's demand for a hoodie, we will make a hoodie for sure. Let's go back to the chat room. Welcome to Strider, who said, what's up? Final Fantasy X and 10-2 PS4, Shattered Edge, yes, it's confirmed. Those are both coming to PS4 in the spring, and that's also when the Final Fantasy VII port will be coming to PS4. Take this call from Almighty. Alrighty. Hey, Almighty, how you doing?
Hey, man, how's it going?
Pretty good. What do you want to talk about tonight?
Nothing much, man. I've been playing some new games that have been coming out, Dragon Age, Call of Duty, the new Destiny expansion.
Nice. How you feel about all of them?
They've been pretty good. The Destiny expansion is a little difficult, but, I've been chilling out. Unfair Advantage, check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/unfairadvantageclan. Clan. Check out my channel, youtube.com/SinisterGaming666.
All right. Cool, man. You didn't have to rush it. I have no problem with you plugging your channel.
Oh. All right, then. Cool.
All right, let's talk a little bit first, though, and then you can plug your stuff again. So I'm hearing bad things about The Dark Below, actually. There's a lot of people that think that it's not near enough content. The story missions seem really copy and pasted, all that kind of stuff. What do you think? Oh, did I lose you? I wanted to talk, man. All you wanted to do was plug your channel? All right. I guess he just wanted to plug his channel. I don't even think you guys could hear that. He said it so quickly. If he would have just talked to me, and then at the end, he could have plugged his channel. But, all right. Guys, I don't have a problem with you plugging your channel if you're coming in to actually contribute to the show. If you're just coming in to plug your channel, I don't really appreciate that so much. But if you are a contributing member, you're a routine member that comes back every week, definitely don't have a problem with you plugging your channel. Thank you for the vote of cool, or funny, I think it was. Robert, let's take this call from Robert. Hey, Robert, welcome back to the show, man.
Drew, how are you this evening?
I'm doing great. What do you want to talk about, man?
Couple things. PlayStation Experience this past weekend.
Oh, man, how awesome was that?
It was. I really enjoyed it. I tried to watch as much of it as I could over the weekend, and I really enjoyed it. I do want to mention something, though.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Couple things. First off, One Night Under No Man's Sky, I think it was called. Am I getting that right?
No Man's Sky?
Yeah, they had the band that was playing.
Yeah, they had us. I feel like it's 60 seconds or 60 minutes
days,
of static.
65 days of static. Let me tell you something. Never heard of them before.
Neither did I.
Heard them on PSX. Went on Google. Bought all 5 albums.
Nice. No, you know what? You're not the only one. I was watching that live, and I was also on NeoGAF at the same time, and there are so many new fans of that band now because of that concert. There were a lot of people that were being kind of annoying, to be honest. Like, they thought that it was going to be like a 1 hour straight demonstration of No Man's Sky, when it was pretty clear that it was going to be a concert, so I don't know what people were expecting. But if you went into it knowing it was going to be a concert, it was great music. Really great music.
Absolutely loved it. Been listening to every one of their albums. Each one is slightly different. They're just phenomenal. So worth it.
Yeah, definitely. Are you excited for No Man's Sky?
I'm beyond excited for No Man's Sky. After seeing that, and then I hit up their subreddit, and got a little bit of information about the game. They went into a little bit of details on some of the finer points. Yeah, they didn't give away too much, but they went into some finer details on how everything works, and they're really honest. They're very we don't know if anyone will like it, which I think is funny, but it looks great. I think the idea of 18 quadrillion planets is amazing.
Yeah, right.
The whole procedural generation thing. I was talking to a buddy of mine tonight about it. We were watching a hockey game, and I was telling him about it, and he goes, "Wow, that really sounds incredible." I said, "Yeah, it absolutely does. It sounds amazing, and I'm totally pumped and can't wait for it."
I'm the same way, man. I hope it lives up to all the hype, because there really is so much hype behind that game.
Yeah, there's only 10 people at that studio?
I know, and it started off as 4 people.
It blows me away. I can't believe it. I think it's great. I think it's amazing.
You're going to see more and more games like that because the reason they were able to make this game is because it's all procedurally generated. They don't actually have to create the worlds. The math does it for them. So you're going to see more and more stuff like that from small, like little guys because they're going to create their worlds that way.
I think that's good. I think that takes the pressure off artists and developers to a certain degree, which is okay, to let the games kind of just do what they're going to do, evolve on their own, because that's the future. That really is the future.
I agree, man. Definitely.
And if you just let them do that and let them create these and say, here's code, go, that's all you need. That's all you need. And they can create endless worlds, and we can just have fun with them. I think that's great. I think it's great.
I think so, too, man.
And there's a caveat to this.
Okay.
I know you're a Final Fantasy fan, as am I. We've had this conversation before.
Yeah, definitely.
And I know you were slightly depressed, as was I, on the Final Fantasy VII re-release, not remake.
I know, that's why I have the poll up right now. I have a poll, guys, saying, would you buy Final Fantasy VII Remake? Let us know. Let Square Enix know. Let's vote for this and find out if it's actually worth it for them. Because I think it is.
I'm going to get it anyways. I'm going to get the re-release.
Okay.
I can't help myself. I have to.
I won't. Actually, as big a Final Fantasy VII fan as I am, I've promised myself for like the last decade that I will not play Final Fantasy VII again until it is a remake. And I bought it on PS1, and I probably played about 30 minutes of it to see the beginning again, but then I stopped. And I was like, no, I'm not playing this. I will not play this game again until it's remade. So, no, I will not buy the port of a PC version of Final Fantasy VII.
Drew, you got brass, man. You got brass.
I'm so upset, man, over it. It's just so depressing. I would have been okay with it if they announced it on like a PlayStation blog, but to do it that way on stage to hype it up with like the 17 years ago, finally comes back to PlayStation, like it was just so wrong the way they announced it.
Yeah, I have to. I will agree with you absolutely. I will buy it again just because I can't help it. Love the game, love the series. I have to play it. And it is the PC version, slightly better graphics than the PlayStation 1.
Slightly, yeah.
Slightly. And I'm okay with that. But I think there might be a few other little things in there for the PC version.
Well, some people actually don't like the music and changes and stuff they made in the PC version. Some people consider it to be the most inferior version of the game.
I didn't know that. Is it Nobuo Uematsu? Is it the same composer?
Same, but they remixed, I think, some of the tracks, and some of them are like MIDI versions and like just not. Ooh. Some people just don't like any change at all when it comes to music, especially. Yeah. I think if the remake came out and they reorchestrated every song, that would be fine, because we've already had a lot of orchestrated versions of Final Fantasy VII music for a long time, and we love it. So I think that would be okay, but there's a lot of people that don't like the PC music.
Yeah, see, now I'm kind of... now you got me second guessing.
Yeah, so you'll have to play it and see, man.
Look, I'll have to wait and look. So, and what are your thoughts? I won't keep you too long. I know you got a show to do, and I respect the show. But David Jaffe.
Jaffe, yeah.
Jaffe, whatever. What's his deal, man? What is the deal? And I got to say this from a I guess maybe a skewed point of view, because I am and always will be a huge Twisted Metal fan. Yeah. I've been loyal to that series. I have every single copy for every system, and I actually enjoyed the PS3 version. I thought it was great.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that did, yeah.
But is it just me, or is he just a little too egotistical?
Yeah, I think that whenever I like his games, and I like him for the most part, but whenever he does this whole cursing stuff, a lot of people are okay with that and say that's just him, but I feel like he does it because he thinks it's cool, and
exactly.
It's not. It's like when he, like Mike, we were talking about it the last show. He thought it was okay what he did, but I thought I didn't really like it. Like, he was allowed to curse, but that doesn't mean he should have. Like, he was at a PlayStation Experience event celebrating the anniversary. We just had a lot of great, like, announcements, and we're celebrating, and it's all happy, and we just had a Little Big Planet anniversary trailer showing, the 20 years of PlayStation. Then he comes out with this kind of grim, twisted game, and is cursing and brings up Gamergate and stuff like this, and I don't know. I thought it kind of just was a kind of downer way to end the show. Even though I think the game looks promising, it's early, it's conceptual, and it looks fun, but just I don't think that was the way to close the show with him.
Sir, I got to tell you, I couldn't have put that any better. You really nailed it on that. You absolutely nailed it. And I tell you, you're 100%. I watched him on that the PlayStation on the tester when he was one of the judges.
Yeah.
He was the same way out there. You know what I mean? I don't get him. He just seems like one of those guys that, like, when you meet him, and if you met him at a bar or something like that, and he started with that, you'd want to knock him right out.
Yeah, I don't think he's somebody I would want to be friends with. Like, if I knew him. There's guys like I would want to be friends with. Like, when I see them, developers and stuff like that, he is not one of them at all.
Absolutely.
I respect him. I respect his work. I admire his work, but that doesn't mean.
Oh, absolutely.
I have to like him.
Exactly. You can respect his work. You can enjoy his work. You can enjoy what he creates, but you don't have to like him as a person.
Yeah, like Gravy Biscuits just posted. Like Tim Schafer. That is a guy I would want to be friends with.
Oh, absolutely.
Totally.
That guy's hilarious.
Adam Boyes, product management at Sony. That is a guy I would want to be friends with. He seems like a really nice, friendly guy. But that's me. Like I'm like a more conservative kind of guy. I don't really curse too much. I'm more lighthearted, more friendly. Mike would probably be friends with David Jaffe. I would be friends with Shuhei Yoshida.
Yep. It's funny because I was thinking about that. I'm thinking to myself, I wanted to mention that to you guys before. You and Mike, you guys are great foils for each other. You really are. That makes your show great.
Thank you so much, man. And you're a great caller. Always a great caller.
Well, I try my best. I do the best with what I have.
All right, man.
But listen, I want to let you get back to your show, sir.
All right.
Let you get back to the show.
And thank you so much for calling in, man.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for letting me call in. Keep up the good work. Love the show.
All right. See you later.
Take it easy.
All right. Another great call from Robert there. As always, he's a good guy. Let's see, what do we got? Shadow of the Colossus PS4 remake, please. They got the remaster on PS3, which was great. Wonder if they'll ever bring that to PS4, maybe to hype up The Last Guardian whenever that's re-announced, hopefully E3. I really thought The Last Guardian would be re-announced at PlayStation Experience, but that wasn't the case. We're above 100 in the room. Woo! Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. This is the Level Up Show, Level Up Direct, talking with you guys live on Skype. Feel free to call in, as Jimmy's doing right now. Let's take this call. Hey, Jimmy, welcome back to the show.
All right, I already called earlier, but I don't really want to waste your time. I got 3 questions. All right, from all the 4 PlayStations, which one was your favorite?
Probably 2. You know what? Here's the thing. Are we counting backwards compatibility? Because if that's the case, my launch PS3 could play PS1, PS2, and PS3. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. PS2 was awesome. That's like PS1 was the first PlayStation I got, but when I got the PS2, I grew up with that console. It's it was my babe, my.
See, here's
it was part of my.
For you, that's the case. For me, I grew up with PlayStation 1, and PlayStation 1 is what introduced me to Final Fantasy. My very first game on PlayStation was Final Fantasy 7, and then I had the Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, all amazing Final Fantasies, all in a row, all during the PlayStation era. You had Metal Gear Solid, you had Chrono Cross, Xenogears, Vagrant Story. That was the Japanese RPG era for me. So I would probably say PS1 is my most fondly remembered era. But I've loved every PlayStation era. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like I was young at the time. That was what I grew up on, so the nostalgia is strong for that one.
PS1, when I got it, my first game was Crash Bandicoot. So it introduced me Crash Bandicoot and all these other games I can't really think of right now. And but PS2 showed me a new awesome era because didn't PS2 production, it was a ton of years, right? Wasn't it years until they stopped production for PS2?
Yeah, they've all been around for at least a decade. Each one has a decade-long life before they finally start production. Stop production, I should say. Yeah.
And the second question is, what are your thoughts on Dying Light?
It's definitely looking more promising. The story trailer they released recently, it gave me some hope. I remember when I first saw it at VGX, I did not think it looked good. I didn't think it was enough of an evolution from Dead Island besides adding the parkour. But now it's next-gen exclusive. They're devoting themselves to the hardware. So I feel like it definitely shows more promise now than it did before.
And, so there's this YouTuber I watched, the Rad Brad. And so he was able to play a little bit more early, a month early of the game, just not the whole game, not the whole game. But when I saw like the video, it looked way different from like the trailer, because you know you're outside, everything's it looks like more tropical.
Yeah.
But like when I saw the video, it looked like he was like in a city, not like in a tropical area. It just looked like he was just in a big old city, infected with zombies.
Maybe it's a large enough area. Maybe you'll be able to see a few different locales throughout the game.
Yeah. And my third question is, if when I see my 100 level up show, can I be part of the level up family show?
The level up family show? What do you mean by family show?
Like the level up family, level up show family.
Yeah, I mean, we have there's a certain spot on our website where we kind of acknowledge really like long-term viewers of the show, and we kind of write a paragraph for that person. So you can check out our website, thelevelupshow.com, and look there. There's a page devoted to that, to acknowledging some of our biggest fans and biggest supporters. So if you're around for 100 episodes, man, we will put you on the site.
All right, nice. Keep up the good work. Say hi to the whole cast.
Yeah.
And bye.
All right, see you later, man.
See you.
Thanks for another call, Jimmy. Seems like a real nice guy. We also have a few more follows. So here's all our follows for tonight, guys. I will read them all off so far from Twitch. It's very easy to follow us now. All you got to do is hit the heart button live from PlayStation like these people did. So thank you to Drax Shade, Danoman, Kyle Bowser, Somewhat Gamer, Mike81794, Hidden Valley Sniper, Drake Man, Diego, and Mangamation. So thank you all of you guys for the Twitch hearts. That's 9 so far tonight. Keep them coming. I will try to read off any Twitch hearts we do get. As I said, just hit the heart button if you're watching live from PlayStation, or if you're watching from twitch.tv/levelupshow, hit follow or subscribe. And you will get notifications whenever our show goes live, which is every Thursday and Sunday. Also, follow on Twitter, like on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and check out our t-shirt shop at thelevelupshow.spreadshirt.com. I think we've gotten 4 t-shirt orders so far, so that's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. There's another Twitch heart right there. That one was from Nitro33. Thank you for the Twitch heart. Let's take this call from Master Rage. Hey, Master. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not a lot. What do you want to talk about?
So, I saw, I don't know if it was PlayStation Experiments or the Experience.
Yeah.
Experience, yeah. Or the Game Awards. I saw the trailer for Dying Light. There was a new trailer.
The new story trailer, yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping if there's any, like, what your thoughts are of the game are, and like if you're gonna get it or if it would be good or anything like Dead Island, you know.
I don't think I will get it, but I will admit that the story trailer was more impressive than I thought it would be. It seems like they're putting more work into the story than I thought they were putting into it. And, you know, they're definitely trying with the game. They delayed it. They pushed it to next gen only or current gen. You know, I feel like they're definitely gaining some positivity from me. But I still don't think I probably will get it, just because I'm kind of burnt out on zombie games right now. I've played enough of them. There's so many. You know, we just had Human Element announced at the Game Awards. They keep coming, and they're not doing anything really new. So I'm getting bored with them, to be honest.
So what do you think of The Forest, then? Do you think you'll be getting that?
See, now, The Forest is a little bit different. That one does have a little bit of innovation. It has some tower defense going on. It's not so much zombies as it is like mutants and people just invading your camp. There seems to be a little bit of a mystery to it because you're crash landing on an island. That's a little bit more interesting to me, and especially considering that might be more of an indie title and it might be only $20. That is probably going to be more up my alley. And yeah, Derek, I'm not seeing your calls. Sorry, I just want to acknowledge. Derek, I'm not seeing your calls, man.
Also with The Forest, I don't know if there's, I think there's co-op now. Like, I've seen some videos of like YouTubers I watched, and there's some co-op, and I think this is pre-alpha that I'm seeing, and it looks amazing. Like the game looks like it could be finished, but there are still some things that are like kind of broken with it. But it looks like an amazing game, and it's really early. Yeah. I cannot wait to see when it comes out.
Yeah, same here, man. I'll be looking into it for sure around when it comes out. I think it's probably a year away, but I'll keep an eye on it.
Oh, The game shall not be named. Not you cannot say the name. No, because you're saying Last Guardian. I mean, come on.
I'm sorry. I'm jinxing it. I know. It wasn't announced at PlayStation Experience, but I still say that I hope it's announced at E3, and I do think it will be announced at E3.
Yeah. No, I have high hopes for it. I mean, every time I think about it, I kind of feel sad. I just like a slight just fear that it's not going to be announced.
I know. Keep the hope, man. Keep it alive.
All right. See ya.
All right. See you later. Let's see if I got a call from Derek. Let's see. Because it's not coming up, but I'm sure he did call, so I'm going to call him instead. Derek, I'm calling you. And Derek, how you doing, man?
I forgot I'm using this now.
Also, thank you to Crazy Clown for the Twitch art.
Oh boy.
All right, what do you want to talk about, man?
Okay, so right now I'm in a very heated argument over Dragon Age.
Okay.
And I was kind of wondering what was like your most heated argument about a video game.
It has to be about a video game. I got into a little bit of like a dispute with Mike today over Drive Club because I saw the new Weather trailer and I was saying that it's the best looking racing game I've ever seen, but he thinks Project Cars still looks better. I strongly disagree. But so that was a tiny little dispute we had today. And if you remember, it wasn't a game, but we had a really big on-show argument over EA Access. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, Mom, Dad, please stop fighting.
Yeah, that was pretty heavy. That was a pretty heavy argument. Oh man, over a game. Like I've gotten frustrated over games with myself, but I don't usually argue with other people over games. Like I don't
not like argue, but kind of like a little scuffle.
Yeah, I've had little scuffles. I've had little scuffles. I've had little disagreements. You know, I like to debate, but I never get like angry. I would say I'm not that type of person. So more just debates and disputes than arguments. How about you? What was the biggest argument you ever had over a game?
Right now it's, well, not really a game. Well, really. But me and my friend are trying to debate, like, in Dragon Age between the mages and the Templars. I'm on the side of mages of, oh, they should be free. But my friend's like, nope, keep the college in there.
Wow, that's such a geeky conversation right there.
It is. Well, to be fair, nobody wants to be locked in a tower like Rapunzel all day.
Yeah, I agree, man. That's hilarious that you're fighting over that. This tiny little story, like, detail, this mythology within a world.
It is. Well, to be fair, you use some curse words, and once you use curse words, it's kind of just like, no.
No. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it is.
All right, man.
But before I go, I do have one more question.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Why was there, like, no Xbox news over the weekend? I mean, VGAs?
Right? Isn't that really surprising considering PlayStation Experience was the day after Game Awards? You would think that Microsoft would take advantage of the Game Awards and try and steal some of the thunder from PlayStation Experience, but they did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, like, they could have announced, like, done something small, like, announced the release date for Quantum Break.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been something major, something to get you excited. But, like, as soon as the award show ended and PlayStation Experience happened, I kind of forgot, like, oh, what do you have this year, essentially, to my Xbox? And then it hit me, like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing. January, there's a Windows 10 event, but Phil Spencer is going to be there. He's presenting there. So I feel like the next big thing for Xbox is probably a reinvention of the interface. I think you're going to see a big UI overhaul announced in January at the Windows 10 event to coincide with Windows 10. And maybe at the same time they might announce some other big features for Xbox One at this Windows 10 thing. That's maybe a little bit of wishful thinking, but look forward to that.
Yeah, I'll pray to the box.
Pray to the box. All right.
Yeah, so that's all you can do.
See you later, man. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome. Bye.
And also, thank you to Crazy Clown once again for the Twitch art, and also Ace Chambers. Thank you guys for the Twitch arts. Really appreciate those. Level Up Shows, Mike is kind of here. About Xbox One, Crazy Biscuits thinks they don't have anything. Brian, I really want to know what the next project from Rockstar is. If the rumors and leaks are to be true, Red Dead Redemption, or the next Red Dead, is in production, and it has been in production since the end of GTA 5 last gen. So they've been working on it for like a year and a half, and it's possible we might see that announced next year. Let's take this call from One Up Zone. And then again from Petra. Hey, One Up Zone, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, man. Just make sure that you mute the audio in the background.
Okay, yeah. So anyhow, just want to let you know this is Strider Prime. I'm calling you. I'm a fan of your show.
Thanks so much, man.
And actually, in the next few weeks or so, we're going to be announcing some of the stuff that never got materialized in the video game industry. I'm one of the guys that started with GamePro magazine.
Oh, really? That's unbelievable.
Yes, one of the original guys. I'm the guy who created SWAT, Secret Weapons and Tactics, and all the other stuff. Been in the video game industry myself, so just want to give you a heads up that we're going to be actually announcing some of the games that never got released, or some video game companies would say never existed when we do have them.
Really?
Source code and everything. Yeah. Yes, that's correct. So in that sense, so we're going to be more on the, we're like the new Inquisition, you would say, of the video game industry, and we want to let all players know, such as myself, being in there for a long time since, 88. That's how long it's been.
Wow.
So I just want to give you guys heads up, and hopefully pretty soon I'll be contacting you and showcasing some of the stuff, and probably send some press materials to you guys, and let people know that there are some good games that never got released or funded.
Okay, man, that's awesome. And I feel like we should have you on the show again at some point. Maybe we can have a longer conversation, and we can talk about your time within the industry and all the stuff that you've done over the past 20 years or so.
Yeah, I worked for Nintendo. I've worked for Capcom. You name it.
Okay.
So you definitely need an industry veteran on your show. Maybe I can even fly in and do talk with you in person. So let people know what's going on, because we're actually going to be interviewing more in-depth persona with a lot of the developers, such as Hideo Kojima, Shigeru Miyamoto, and all those guys.
Okay.
So
that's so cool, man. I'm glad that we got in contact with you. I hope that we can talk offline. Feel free to email me if you want at the levelupshow@gmail.com. If you want to. And it's level spelled LVL if you wanted to email me. Or on Twitter or Facebook, anywhere you want to contact me.
Actually, do me a favor. Just text me your email via Skype, and then I'll be touching base with you. Okay. And we're launching our website as well. So One Up Zone. It's all about the gaming community and nothing else. Nothing else. Because one, it's about bringing everybody together.
One Up Zone.
Yeah, that's correct. And what that's going to happen is we're launching in February 2015. Okay. But we already gather up some of the ex-Game Fan, Game Pro, EGM, editorial guys that were real gamers joining in.
Now, the One Up Zone, I mean, does that have any play off of the One Up Show? I was a big fan of the One Up Show back in the day.
No, not at all. Okay. We're different. One Up, it's one of the nicknames that I had a long time ago with when working for Nintendo.
Okay.
So, I was the term of getting everybody as a game counselor back in the days and everything else. But a lot of history, just to make a long story short, I definitely am a fan of your show, and I would like to get you guys being part of some contribution of the gaming community. And that's what we want.
We would really appreciate it. We try to make connections as often as possible, because we want to try and have an in a little bit within the game industry. And we've had a few developers on the show and stuff like that, and it's been amazing for us, because we're just diehard gamers here. We're just people that are passionate.
That's why I'm a diehard gamer myself, and knowing that you are, and knowing all your stuff, we're very picky, and how we all started in this video game industry. I actually kind of quite retired, I think, in 2002.
Okay.
And came back, and I'm coming back in the industry more like in between to serve both industry, but not to please one another. So that's why making sure that the gamers do get their respects in terms of recognition, why the video game industry is going where it's at right now.
Very cool. All right,
okay?
man. That's
we're just started out. Big publishers throwing out a lot of garbage games. We need to stop that.
Yes.
Okay.
Broken games.
So text me, and I'm looking forward to touching base with you guys, and let's work something out, and hopefully, get you guys on the map as well.
Okay. I will send you my email right after the call. All right.
Sounds good. Take care, buddy.
All right. See you later. Thanks for calling. All right. How cool is that? Very cool. I'm just going to send them my email real quick. Here we go. Back to the chat room. How long is the show tonight? I'll be going for another 35 minutes or so. 11:30 is when I stop around here. Crazy Clown asked, thoughts on Until Dawn? It's done by Supermassive Games, and it had a really cool showing, actually, at PlayStation Experience. I think better than they were expecting because of the audience participation. It really put a smile on my face when Hayden Panettiere's character had the choice of where to go, and suddenly the audience started shouting out what they wanted the game player to do, the presenter. And he even was like, he just starts beaming because I don't think he saw that coming. But I think it's going to be an amazing game to stream on Twitch. It's going to be so much fun to interact with the viewers. I hope that they add a lot of interactivity with the viewers for streaming, the way Dead Nation did and stuff like that. So hopefully they think of some really cool, innovative stuff for live broadcasting that game so that people can participate in the choices that are made. So, Gravy, Mike was asking about the 20th anniversary. He did, I think. He ordered it. He got a response email. It was taken out of his account. So hopefully it happens. Hopefully it's delivered to him and everything works out. I got a few things from OneUpZone again, guys, there. Check out the oneupzone.com or oneupzone.com, and hopefully we'll keep in contact with him and we can share some information on things as it moves along. Also, we got a few more Twitch charts here. Thank you to Ace Chambers, Kurt Lane Jim, and Someday Shambles for the Twitch charts. Keep them coming, guys. Very easy to follow us now. Click on the little heart button live from PlayStation, or if you're watching from twitch.tv/The Level Up Show, you can follow us there. There was another Twitch chart. That one was from, let's see, Kill the Media. Thank you for the Twitch chart, man. Really appreciate it. Drew, our dogs are passed out on the couch. Yeah, Boogie's tired. Will Until Dawn be on PS4? Yes. It is PS4 only. Was originally supposed to be a PS3 title using the Move, but they brought it over to PS4. Let's take this call from Mark. Hey, or Mac, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Doing very good. What do you want to talk about?
First off, I do a little bit of coding, and I was actually just working on a small game recently, which got me to thinking, and if everyone loved it as much as I did back in the day, Dave Mirror 2, where's a BMX game?
I remember BMX. I remember BMX Triple X or something like that, or BMXXX.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, the adult-rated BMX game. But I had fun with those. They were kind of like feeding off the whole Tony Hawk fad, stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's just, it wasn't even on anything last gen, all we had was Skate,
Yeah, now even Skate is gone. Supposedly Tony Hawk's coming back, and there's even rumors of Skate coming back. So maybe if that trend starts, maybe you'll see another BMX game finally.
Yeah.
It sounds like you want one.
Yeah, it's just, it's nothing that I was super worried about, but it was weird that there was not even a single glimpse during all of last gen.
Yeah, you're right. They've been few and far between for a long time now. I feel like that genre in general kind of maybe got oversaturated because of the Tony Hawk games and Skate games and stuff like that. Maybe people got bored with them kind of the way they did with Guitar Hero. But I feel like the hiatus has been long enough now that they can bring it back.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. Well, I'll hope for you. I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'm praying. I guess we'll find out someday.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in.
Yeah, no problem. Take it easy.
See you later, Mac.
Bye.
Alrighty. And to, I think it was Starny who asked about t-shirts. It's very easy, guys. Just go to the levelupshow.spreadshirt.com. It's right there on the virtual sign. We got multiple t-shirts of different colors, sizes, men's and women's. The American Apparel shirts are a little bit more expensive because they're more expensive in general to print on. But there's also the Gildan shirts, which are only $18. So those ones are nice too, but if you want American Apparel, those ones are $25. And if you guys really want a hoodie, we will put together a hoodie for you guys if you want one. Tony Hawk jumped the shark when they incorporated Jackass. Yeah, I remember that. Wow. Crazy. Moobot just posted it. The levelupshow.spreadshirt.com. Much props to San Diego MLB show devs. Yeah, MLB The Show is such a great sports game. And it's the only baseball game you can really get now. So they do a great job. Paints, is this a popular show? We got 100 people in the room right now, and on our Sunday shows, we get typically up towards 300 people in the room. We've got 2,500 Twitch followers now. We just got another one. That one from, let's see. We just got another 2 Twitch hearts, actually. One from PCAS88 and Z-Noir. Thank you guys for the Twitch hearts. That's now 18 or so tonight. What games on hiatus should come back? The game that should not be named, TLG, that game should come back. I would like to see Eye of Judgment come back. Wow, it's been a long time. That was the augmented reality card game. Can I get a t-shirt if I'm in the UK? You might be able to, but the shipping might be really expensive. I'm not sure what the shipping would cost you. Pterodactyl Drew for 100. Typically, that's $250 for Pterodactyl Andrew. See if I missed any comments from earlier. There's another Twitch heart there, and another Twitch hearts. Let's see what those ones are from. Twitch hearts from Bears 3415. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. And also, I'm Dead to You. Thank you guys for Twitch hearts. That's now 20 tonight. Anybody watch the dev panels during PlayStation Experience? I did. I watched the God of War one. I watched the creating storytelling and surprises in gaming. I watched a little bit of the Uncharted one that's now online, where they kind of demonstrated Nathan Drake coming to PS4. If you guys haven't seen that, check it out. It's unbelievable. They're saying that the cutscene Nathan Drake is the exact same model as the gameplay Nathan Drake. I hope that's true. That could be really exciting. Backyard Wrestling. That'd be cool. Also, thank you to the Twitch art from New Beginning 8. Thank you so much. Do you think they'll make a Mafia 3? Good question. I don't know. How did Mafia 2 do? I don't remember if Mafia 2 did well. It's possible. I don't know. I feel like the Mafia games do okay, but not great. So it all depends on how the last one did, I guess. Def Jam Vendetta. Wow, I remember that. I remember that a lot. Paints, thank you so much, man. I'm glad you like the setup. Feel free to call in if you want. Guys, anybody call in. The Level Up Show is live on Skype right now to call in. We can talk about anything gaming related. We got another 28 minutes left in the show before I wrap up. Let's see if I missed any other comments here. Chrono Trigger is what Shing wants. I would love Chrono to come back. A sequel to Chrono Cross. Chrono Break is what it was originally trademarked as. I would love to see that series come back. It's one of my favorite series of all time. Glad Kingdom Hearts is finally coming back to console. Alright, let's see if I'm missing any comments here. Just Def Jam Vendetta. Sequel times 1000. It seems like that's taken off. Def Jam Fight for New York. Starny, thanks for watching, man. Thanks for coming in. I need a drink. Guys, actually, do you mind if I take a commercial break? I'll be right back after 60 seconds. I just need a drink and stuff. So, hold on one sec, and I will be right back. I think, if that worked. I'm not sure that worked. Doesn't seem like it did. The word is xenophobia, I guess. Not getting through to Patrick here. I couldn't get through to Patrick there. I'll try calling him back. And to PCast, thank you so much, man. Glad you like the show. Come back. We're on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Patrick. Welcome back, man.
Hey, I'm sorry to keep calling you back. I just had ideas and the line seemed kind of dead, so I figured I'd ring again.
Oh, definitely. Don't worry about it, man. I'm glad you called back.
Okay, man. All right, so I was just flipping through. I had a Game Informer, and they were talking about the old, the guy who had called, who was supposedly the developer or whatever that you gave your email to. You guys were talking about the different magazines, and
yeah.
Just mentioned it real quick. I am actually a very big fan of Game Informer. I think that they do a really good job, as opposed to a lot of the other magazines that are out that do review games, or not even magazines, just online reviews. I go to IGN just for like looking at gameplay, but other than that, I can't trust the reviews. Do you suggest to any viewer any really good source of information?
Oh, man, that's really tough. The reason I read IGN is actually for the people there. I really like the IGN PlayStation team. I'm not saying you can trust their reviews. I have no idea what goes on behind the scenes, but I do love Greg Miller and I love Colin Moriarty, and I think those guys are really, really good guys. So I like listening to their podcasts and stuff like that. I also like, Daily Fix and trying to think of the other one, the other talk show they have. So for that reason, I like IGN. For reviews, I don't know who's the most trustworthy when it comes to reviews. I feel like if you can't trust IGN, you can't trust any of them. I don't know.
Well, I feel that IGN they give gamers like a general kind of, feel for it, and I like how they do I just watch the videos. I don't necessarily read them because that's what I have Game Informer.
Yeah,
but
the thing is,
I've been with Game Informer since the PlayStation 2, and I kind of feel like they never really let me down, except for their review rating system is a little flawed.
Yeah, I like Game Informer as well. I always liked Electronic Gaming Monthly when I was younger as well, until that died. But I think what somebody said here, and it's kind of a joke, they said I would suggest the Level Up show for reviews and stuff, and I'm not saying that, but I do think that you can go to the fans directly nowadays, and you're seeing more and more of that happening. Enthusiast journalism, I guess you could call it, on YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that, people doing talk shows like we do. And since we're clearly just gamers and we're not being paid to do this, like we don't get paid to do this, so you guys can donate if you want, but we don't get paid to do this, so you can be pretty sure that our opinions are honest opinions and aren't being altered by any external sources. So for that reason, I feel like you might enjoy, going to a lot of big YouTube guys or Twitch guys. Maybe not the biggest ones, like PewDiePie, because they take advertisements and stuff as well. But maybe some of the smaller guys that you could become fans of.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. And then the other thing that I was thinking about is the handheld market. This might be off topic, definitely, but I feel like the handheld market has really died. Aside from the surprising comeback of the 3DS, I bought the PlayStation Vita and the 3DS on Black Friday, knowing that I was going to return one, and I ended up returning the PlayStation Vita, even though I have a PlayStation 4, I have the original first-gen PlayStation 3. I could have definitely used the Vita way more, but the 3DS, I couldn't believe that Nintendo actually beat Sony.
I mean, when it comes to handheld, I'm not surprised. I mean, Nintendo still has the handheld heart, for sure. And even though PSP did well, it didn't do as well as most Nintendo handhelds have done. And the PlayStation handhelds really only do well in Japan. The PSP and even the Vita really only have a market in Japan. The Vita, I have one as well, but I'll admit I don't play it often. The last game I really played to completion on it was Persona, which I loved, and I'm glad that it introduced me to the Persona series. But I do have to say that the PlayStation experience was kind of surprising, considering a lot of support that was there for the Vita. There was 7 new games announced for the Vita there, and there was a lot of ports and stuff and cross-buy stuff announced there. So I was very pleased with that, actually. I think the Vita is not dead, at least. They're supporting it in some way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I might have gotten the wrong games for it or something. I mean, I got the Final Fantasy X and X-2 remastered, but ultimately the portability and the screen on the 3DS, I got Brawl for it. I mean, I love that thing. It's awesome, and I thought that I would never say that, especially about a Nintendo device, just because I gave up with Nintendo at the GameCube, which honestly I think was their best console aside from the N64. If you want to do a throwback.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about Nintendo a lot this weekend, actually, because we're at the end of the year now. So for the next 3 weeks, we're going to be doing what's called Year in Review in their place of Wild Game Appears, where each week we're going to be doing Nintendo and then Microsoft and then Sony, and we're going to review their year and the games that came out and the average score and the median score and what that means exactly, and all that kind of stuff. So look forward to this Sunday show, because we're going to be really talking a lot about the Wii U and the 3DS.
Definitely. All right, have a good night, Drew.
All right, see you later, man. Alrighty, we're just about done with the show, guys. We got another 20 minutes left. Thank you to Paint Slasher and Drift Spaceman for our last 2 Twitch hearts. And thank you to the calls. We're getting a lot of good calls tonight. We're above 100 people in the room. That's amazing. This is the Level Up Show. It's a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Our Thursday shows are dedicated to talking to you. That's why the Level Up Show is on Skype right now, and you're welcome to call in. Also, if you want to follow us, it's a little hidden right now, but if you're watching live from PlayStation, just hit that little heart button, and you will follow us. If you're watching from twitch.tv/The Level Up Show, follow or subscribe there to get notified whenever the shows go live. You will get an email, which is cool. I think that we're all caught up on Twitch hearts, so anybody else who Twitch hearts us, we will get notified. I think we're done with the poll for now, so let's see what you guys voted. Would you buy a Final Fantasy VII Remake? And the results. %76% said yes, 10-3. I think that's pretty good, Square. You might want to keep an eye on that. 76% of the people watching the Level Up Show do want a Final Fantasy VII Remake. So there you go. Thanks for voting, guys. CyberEp says, I love another SSX, a true follow-up to my favorite one, SSX3. This gen is seriously lacking in extreme sports games. We need snowboarding, skateboard, and jet ski games to make a return. Xbox, the Games with Gold for December is actually SSX, the relaunch of it from last generation. Oh man, we got a new subscriber! Tyspin! Thank you so much, man, for subscribing to the show. Really appreciate that. That's a huge deal. So cool. And he's got his +1 now. He's got his little badge. That, guys, if you see a +1 badge, that means it's a subscriber of the show, an elite member of the Level Up Show. So Tyspin, thank you so much, man. You're awesome. Paint Slasher, oh dang. My BF streams too, but this guy's setup is awesome. Thank you so much. You know what? It's not all down to the setup. You know, it's about the content. I hope that we also have good content. That's what's important. But I'm glad that you appreciate the setup. We worked very hard on it. And also, thank you to some more Twitch hearts. We're getting more and more here. So our last couple Twitch hearts now, we're up to 25 hearts tonight from Jedi Monkeys and also a K-Links, and finally Drift Spaceman once again. Derek had a question. Hey Drew, how do you feel about South Park's take on video games this season? Oh, God, I didn't watch any of them, to be honest with you, but I heard really cool things. I heard that they tackled a few different things. I heard they tackled, like, PewDiePie. Obviously, I really enjoyed their Lord of the Rings stuff and how that transferred into Stick of Truth. I love Stick of Truth, first of all. That's probably still my game of the year. I love that game. That was so much fun. I'm a huge fan of turn-based RPGs. We don't get a lot of those anymore, so it was really cool to have that back. I need to watch those South Park gaming episodes. I haven't yet. Mac Attack, how do you subscribe? First off, guys, just to let you know, if you don't know, subscribe is not something you just do. It is a $5 a month thing. If you like the show that much, if you do want to subscribe, you just have to go to twitch.tv/theLevelUpShow, and you can follow or subscribe there. So subscriptions do go to us. We get $2.50 a month from each subscription, and the other $2.50 goes to Twitch. So if you want to support us, you can subscribe. Another way to support us, God, I can't speak. I need a drink. Another way to support us is to go to streamtip.com/t/theLevelUpShow, and you can donate there if you want. I need a drink. Hold on one sec, guys. All right. Talking for 2 hours straight is not easy. Some more Twitch hearts. This one from People and also the Tinned Gamer. Thank you guys for the Twitch hearts. Get that man a beer. Beer me. Well, Mac, that's amazing, man. If you subscribe, we really appreciate it. We love our followers and subscribers, but obviously if you subscribe, if you support us that much to donate to the show, that's something special, and we really appreciate that. Donations do go directly to us, but we don't use the money we get from donations towards like our personal lives or anything like that. Any donation that we get goes directly into the show, into improving our setup, into improving content, all that kind of stuff. We don't get that many donations. We've gotten maybe $80 worth of donations over the last 6 months, but in the future, any donation that the Level Up Show does get will go directly back to the show. Let's see what else we got. Is that Bose thing your mic? We don't use it too often since we have everything go through the TV, but this is a microphone in case we want to play music or anything like that. How many subscriptions do you have to get money off YouTube? A lot. It's not really worth it to go for like partnership with YouTube unless you have thousands of subscribers. We have, I think, maybe 500 and something, so it's not even worth it for us, really. Matter, do you want a new Final Fantasy VII? I don't want the port of the PC version. I want a remake of Final Fantasy VII, as 75% of our show does as well. Guys, we're running out of time. We only got 13 minutes left in the show. Skype is still live. You're welcome to call in at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds, and we can talk about anything gaming related. Let's get one or two more great calls tonight before we wrap up. As Puss said, to make any kind of big money, you need tons and tons of subscriptions on YouTube. It's the truth. You need thousands and thousands of subscriptions. Frost T, thanks for watching, man. Have a great night. Yeah, sorry I missed it the first time, Frost T, but have a great night, man. Thanks for watching. Next Battlefield opinions. I heard that the beta was okay. They delayed it, which is great news. Ubisoft needs to do that. They need to delay games if they're not ready. Assassin's Creed Unity was not ready. It sounds like the crew maybe wasn't even ready. So it's great that they delayed it. I hope they improve it. Make it more distinct than the other Battlefields. Let's take this call from Tyler. Hey, Tyler, welcome to the Level Up Show.
Hey, how's it going?
Going really great, man. What do you want to talk about?
Well, what do you think about the weather effects on Drive Club and pretty much the ridicule that it's kind of had thus far in its life cycle?
I'm really happy that it's having a little bit of a bounce back, and I think the weather is the start of this because it's so freaking amazing looking that everybody's talking about it. It's going all around the boards. Everyone's sharing videos because it is stunning. I was talking about with Mike earlier, and he thinks that Drive Club still looks better. Not Drive Club, Project Cars still looks better. Mm-hmm. I disagree. I think the weather effects now put it leagues above Project Cars, in my opinion. Now, I only have 1080p footage to go off of. I haven't seen them in person, so that's the caveat there. But I really hope that they really get it running okay. They've made strides. Supposedly almost every feature is now working. There's a few hiccups here and there, but it's just about ready, I think, for PlayStation Plus distribution. I hope it comes next month or maybe February, and I hope that actually it has a little bit of a bounce back. Evolution is a good studio. I think that they really didn't see this coming. They beta tested the game for a while, but for some reason the server issues did not show in the beta.
Right.
And they were caught by surprise, and it sucks. And I hope that they aren't shut down or anything like that, because MotorStorm was a great series, and I would like to see another MotorStorm on PS4 at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. Agreed with everything you said there. I mean, I think it's had a lot of ridicule, but I've kind of been a supporter since day one. And, of course, I'm excited about Project Cars, too. I've, kept an eye on that and everything. And I think it's a really good time for racing games, especially on the next gen. And I appreciate you taking the call and answering my question.
Oh, no, man. Thank you for calling in. Call back anytime.
All right. Great. Thanks. Have a good night.
See you later. Guys, call in anytime, especially if you have good questions or good comments like that. We love good calls from good viewers. Baynator is new to the show. Welcome, Baynator. Really nice to have you join us. This is the Level Up Show. It's a gaming-dedicated talk show. And on Thursday nights, we take calls, as I have been for the last hour and a half, on Skype at the Level Up Show, and you're welcome to call in as well. We can talk about anything gaming-related. Alrighty. Oh, man. Why would you put your phone number on there? That is not smart. I can't call you. It's Skype. You can call us, though, on Skype at the Level Up Show. Should give PlayStation Plus members MotorStorm Apocalypse. I never got to play that one, but it looks so freaking fun. It was a game that I would have liked to play, but it was just at a time when I was playing other games. So, would prefer a Hydrostorm to MotorStorm. Hydrostorm, that could be interesting. Is that like wave racing? Is that what you're thinking? With a Hydrostorm? Wardo! Thank you for the compliment, man. Or woman. I don't know. Turn servers back on for MotorStorm 1 and Pacific Rim. Yeah, that would be maybe a little bit of fan service there for the Drive Club, people that don't have the chance to play it yet. That'd be smart. As Mubot just posted, guys, we are very active on YouTube, and we archive all of our episodes. And we have a very popular video on our YouTube right now. It's a 20th anniversary PlayStation video that I created. Shuhei Yoshida retweeted it. Naughty Dog retweeted it. Sony Santa Monica retweeted it. The God of War guys. It was mind-blowing. And I was so shocked at the support it was getting. So go on our YouTube, check out the video. I had a lot of fun making it and really appreciating all of the compliments we're getting on it. Yes, like Wave Race or Jet Moto, says CyberRep. Yeah, we don't have games like that anymore, really. The last Wave Race... God, was there a Wave Race on the Wii U or Wii? I feel like the last game like that was Kinect Sports. That had a Wave Race in it. Otaku says, any thoughts on Final Fantasy 15? I'm very optimistic. I feel like it's been a long time since Final Fantasy has been excellent. The last great Final Fantasy, in my opinion, was 10. I like 13 and 13 too, but it wasn't on the level of 7 through 10. I didn't like 12 that much either. I think 15, they're taking so much inspiration from the old Final Fantasies, and it's also, God, it's bringing back a lot of that magic, that feel of the open quest, of going to towns and inns and sleeping and side quests and having a party that matters and characters that matter and a story that matters. That's the reason I'm excited for Final Fantasy 15, and I am a fan of Tetsuya Nomura, and I don't know Tabata very well. He did, Type 0 HD, and he's now taken over on the game, but I'm very optimistic. And Yoko Shimomura, one of my favorite composers of all time now after the Kingdom Hearts series, so I'm really excited to hear her score on Final Fantasy 15. 7 minutes left in the show, guys. We just got another Twitch heart. We're up to 31 or 32 Twitch hearts tonight. Thank you so much, guys. Our last Twitch hearts were from Mr. Frank, Super Troll Face Gaming, Ooh Sooners Life, Matter 8, and Ott People. Thank you so much for the Twitch hearts, guys. We're above 30 tonight. ACOG, hello, man. Welcome to the show. Shout out to you. PCAS88 says that he's staying awake until the show ends. Thank you so much, man, for sticking around. I'll be done in just 5 or 7 minutes or so just a little bit longer. Thank you again for the Twitch heart. Gravy Biscuits, do I have Final Fantasy 14? No, I played the beta. I thought it was good, but I'm not that much into MMORPGs. I respected Final Fantasy 14, especially the relaunch of the game. It was a terrible disaster, the first version of 14, but I really respect Square Enix taking people off other teams, really bearing down and making A Realm Reborn into what Final Fantasy XIV should have been from the beginning. And it sounds like it really worked out for them. There's a lot of people that jumped back into the game. It changed people's opinions on the company as a whole in a lot of ways. And I think the Final Fantasy VII troll might have done a little damage to that, but that's the kind of stuff Square Enix needs to do. They need to cater to their fans, listen to your fans. We want a Final Fantasy VII remake. Do it. Do it. All right. Drew, will you cook for me and Puss when I visit? Of course. I will cook breakfast for you. Some more Twitch arts. We're up to 36 now. Nola Shadow, Eisen J, ACOG Brendog, Zeke Knight, and Otaku for Hire. Thank you guys for the Twitch arts. Keep them coming. We're almost wrapped up with the show. Shing, really appreciate that, man. He says, I trust your opinion on games over for-profit sites and channels. You're seeing that a lot now. We were talking about that with some other people earlier, that, you can trust people that aren't paid. And there's a lot of people you can trust that are paid, too. It doesn't mean that they're corrupt. Like, I honestly don't think that IGN is corrupt. The guy that we were talking about earlier, the OneUpZone.com, I'm sure they aren't corrupt. They're just people that love games. But there might be something in the industry, some money exchanging hands. I don't know. We might never know for sure. But I try to think better of people. I try to give people the benefit of the doubts, especially when I enjoy people like Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty. I don't want to believe that they're, taking money or that they're corrupt in any way. So that's why I like IGN. Nine Fox, he trusts Jim Sterling. NJ, I will answer a question for you. I will try to if I see it. Mac Attack, I'd love to see a great revival of SOCOM, not like last gen SOCOM. Yes, the SOCOM 2 team is working on a new game called H-Hour. I think it was kickstarted, and it's pretty much the whole SOCOM team, and it's very true to the roots of SOCOM, so check that out. It's called H-Hour. Yes, we're level 51. That's right. True story. Sion says, glad to see you're playing gaming talk show instead of Playroom. That's right. We're now a gaming talk show on Twitch. Here's the Order, 1886. Looks phenomenal. Changing a lot of opinions at PlayStation Experience. There were a lot of people down on this game, but the excellent 45-minute show floor demo, changing minds for sure. PCAS, are your shows on at the same time every time, Drew? Yes. I am on with Level Up Direct every Thursday at 10 to 12 or 10 to 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And the Level Up show proper with a full 4-person cast is on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. NJ, you buy guava fruit or take bus? Answer question. I don't know. Guava fruit, I guess. Let's go with that. Guava fruit. I was going to tell you to change it today, Sion said. Yeah, we're now always going to be a gaming talk show. We're always going to keep it that way. CyberRep says, I could never trust IGN after they gave God Hand a 3, and Greg is so wrong giving Uncharted 3 a 10, and I say that as a huge Uncharted fan. I mean, how can you really say that, though? It's opinions, man. Well, there's a lot of people that think Uncharted 3 is a 10. Why can't Greg Miller think that Uncharted 3 is a 10? That's just his opinion on the game. He loved the game. He thought it was a masterpiece. He didn't think it was perfect. The IGN criteria doesn't list 10 as a perfect. It lists it as a masterpiece or a classic. He thought that Uncharted 3 was a classic. So I think there's nothing wrong with that. Any reviewer is just like us. They are just a gaming enthusiast who is able to post their opinion to the world. That's the only difference. So you have to remember that when you're looking at these reviews. They're no different from us. They play more games than us, so their taste might be a little more refined. They might have a more experienced opinion than us, but they're just gaming enthusiasts. So I don't think it's any wrong with any reviewer giving a game a 10 if that's their honest opinion. But I would give Uncharted 3 above a 9 for sure. I love that game. I thought the game was unbelievable. All right, guys, just a few minutes left. Just 2 minutes left. Let's see. Game Killer, welcome, man. Welcome to the show. Oh, I think we definitely got some more Twitch hearts at the end there. Yeah, we did. Wow, we're above 40 Twitch hearts tonight now. We got Uchi Uchi, Turbo Egg Salad, Rage City, G Myko, Nola Shadow once again, and Eisen J once again. Up above 40 Twitch hearts just tonight. That's unbelievable, guys. Thank you so much. Very easy now to follow us on Twitch. If you're watching live from PlayStation, just hit the little heart button and you will follow us. Or if you're watching from twitch.tv/The Level Up Show, you can follow or subscribe there. If you are a subscriber, you will get a little +1 badge next to your name. You can see certain people in the chat room with that. They are elite members of The Level Up Show. So keep that in mind if you plan on subscribing. Also, you can follow us on Twitter. You can like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube because we archive all of our episodes. This will get archived on YouTube probably tomorrow or Saturday if you missed any of it. And we now have a t-shirt shop. We're very proud of that. We got a lot of people asking for t-shirts, so we made it happen. It's thelevelupshow.spreadshirt.com. We have many t-shirts on there, different colors, different sizes, men's and women's. And we will add more t-shirts as time moves on. And we will take suggestions on t-shirts. If you guys want hoodies, anything along those lines, let us know. We will create it for you and try and put it at an appropriate price, you know? And I think that's about it, guys. I think I'm going to wrap up now. Our final Twitch heart of the night was from DeadSun666. Thank you for the final Twitch heart of the night. Really appreciate that. And he also just commented in the chat room talking about Mortal Kombat 10. I think it looks great. Fatalities look brutal. You know, it doesn't look quite as good as it could have looked if it was, you know, current gen exclusive, but I think it looks like a great game. PCAS. Happy to have you as a new viewer, man. Hope to have you back on our Sunday show. Thank you for following. Mac Attack is headed to work. Have a good night to you, man. We also got another Twitch chart. It looks like we have another final Twitch chart tonight. This one was from Sir Fragalot. Will you be the final Twitch charts? I think you are, because it's now 11:31, so I really got to wrap up. Nitro, good night to you. Shattered Edge, thank you so much. That's it, guys. The Level Up Show, Level Up Direct. We're on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you watch, subscribe, follow so that you get notified whenever we go live. Alrighty. I'm Andrew. You can add me on PSN at DrewM1788. I will add you after the show. Please do that. And Mike will add you as well. He's Noob Guru, and he'll be here on Sunday, of course. So I think that's it. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care and level up. You paused it. Level up, guys. See you on Sunday, hopefully. Make sure you follow or subscribe if you want to get notified.